Oh! What am I doing? Oh yeah. What's up everyone? I'm the KnK, and this is my Quickie review for Dr. Sleep. This video is brought to you by Loot Crate. Do you like cool mystery boxes that are full of cool stuff? Go to lootcrate.com/KnK and put KnK in the coupon code to receive 10% off your order. It helps you help me help you help me. Remember, lootcrate.com/KnK, coupon code KnK. Now to our video. Dr. Sleep is the latest movie that is an adaptation of a Stephen King novel. It is also a sequel to The Shining. Now obviously, because of the movie version of The Shining that Stanley Kubrick did was a lot different from the book, they had to make a lot of changes in this story from the book to match that movie, because it's also meant to be a direct sequel to the Kubrick film. From my understanding, Stephen King actually helped write some of the movie to make things fit, because even though he hated the Kubrick movie, it sounds like these days he's actually seen why people liked it and why audiences loved it back then. So he's kind of like, well, you know, I don't agree with some of the changes Kubrick made, but you know what? I can understand why he thought that and did that. Okay, cool. I get that now. It probably also helps that he tried to do his own adaptation back in the 90s as a TV miniseries, and it didn't work out so well. Not that it wasn't bad, because Stephen Welber was a great, incredible Jack Torrance, especially because you got the sense that he was going through this nice guy trying to be good, and you actually saw the progression of him becoming a psychopath, whereas the original movie was just Jack Nicholson playing Jack Torrance. But whatever the case may be, forget about that. We have here Dr. Sleep, like I said, a sequel to The Shining. It stars Ian McGregor as a grown-up Danny Torrance. Danny ends up coming into contact with another girl that has the Shining ability, and stuff happens with these energy vampires, and he pretty much has to team up with her, and stuff happens from there. I have to say I enjoyed this movie immensely. It was a little bit disjointed at the beginning, but once it got settled into everything that was going on and it did this like time jump, then things really made sense. They did do some flashback scenes with Wendy and Jack, and I do have to say that the lady who was supposed to mimic Duvall's poor acting did a poor job at reenacting being a poor actress. Maybe that makes her a good actress? I don't know. And then the guy who was supposed to reenact Jack Nicholson, he was just awful. He was easily the worst part of the movie. Nevertheless, when we do get things moving, things get really good. They get intense. Another negative towards the movie, though, is that it does try way too hard to mimic Kubrickisms, for lack of a better term. The soundtrack is great. It actually does a good job of matching the Shining soundtrack so that they feel like they're one cohesive movie series. You could tell that the people in charge of this movie really loved Stephen King. They're trying to respect the Shining that Kubrick did, while also respecting the original novel, while having to make changes to accommodate the Kubrick version of The Shining. As I already said, there's these like energy-stealing vampires that are pretty cool. It's nice that they get some character development instead of just being like, oh, they're the villains of the movie. They're just the villains, so we're not going to do anything with them other than show them take energy. They do have some other things where we see their dilemma, why they're doing what they're doing. On the other hand, yeah, there are a couple of the group that was kind of like, what was the point of them? Like, towards the beginning of the movie, they recruit a girl, and the girl pretty much did absolutely nothing throughout the movie. Like, you can understand why they recruited her, but why did we need to see her being recruited in this movie when she didn't really do anything amazing or bring anything to the table? She could have just already been a member to the group, and that would have been that. Then again, that did show some character development for this group, so pick your poison. Do you go ahead and just not bother developing them, or do you develop them even if certain things and certain characters don't completely have a payoff for what occurs earlier on? I don't know. Either way, I did enjoy it. It was a great movie. It has great moments of suspense and tension. The acting was incredible. Ian McGregor was at his A game. The girl that got to play Abra was really good. The guy that got to play the friend of Danny, who was also from Hobbs and Shaw, did a really good job too with his role. And then we have the last battle of the movie, which, oh my god, the nostalgia in that is just so incredible. Wow. Can it be nostalgia if you didn't grow up with The Shining and you watched it for the first time like 10 years ago? Can you consider that nostalgia? This is not a spoiler because this is in the trailer. They have rebuilt the Overlook Hotel and it looks incredible. At least I think they rebuilt it. It didn't look like CGI. But either way, how much detail they did to put into it to rebuild it and then to make it look worn out as if the 40 years have passed is so amazing. They did a top-notch, superb job of it. That alone warrants this movie worth watching. Even if you're not a fan of the characters or even the book, that moment is why you must see this movie. Of course, you should just see this movie anyway because it's really good. Now, don't go in expecting it to be as good as It Chapter 2 because it's not going to be as good as It Chapter 2. It Chapter 2 is still my favorite movie of the year. However, this is definitely up there. This one's going to make the list, maybe top 5, I'm not sure yet. Whatever the case, I am giving Dr. Sleep a solid 8 out of 10. Have you seen Dr. Sleep? If so, let me know in the comments. Do you not have an interest in this movie? Also let me know. Were you not a fan of the Kubrick one? Do you prefer the TV miniseries? What is your favorite scene from Dr. Sleep if you have already watched this movie? Click like, click subscribe, click the bell notification, click whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support me. You can support me on Patreon at KnK, Twitter at KnK, Facebook KnK, and my website at creativitybydesignllc.com. And until next time, bye.